My name is Taylor Woodard. I graduated from AUT in 2014 with 2 graduate degrees in social work and public affairs. Since then, I have been working at the Arc of the United States in Washington, D.C. The Arc is one of the oldest and largest non-profits in the U.S. advocating for people with disabilities. For me, a typical day at the Arc can mean working on any of all of the thinking I am on right now. The referral team, the inclusion and the diversity team. The referral team takes up the majority of my time. Last year I revamped the system and now lead the efforts in reporting and career from my young state disability services. I typically report up to 18 requests a day. I also police bars, faxes, grab memorandum, social media posts, and other common actions regarding civil rights and training and awareness. I have 2 recommend things. The first one is to network with your professors outside the one to help them with a pet project. My professor and I collaborating on an edit for our local paper on an issue we were both passionate about. I introduced him to another program addressing the issue as well as providing we should hear the Asheville State Rep who was also passionate about the issue. I really my professor got to know me and my assets and I'm way to justice in the real world. The same professor was one of my and because we had enough and then he can speak to my assets in the Aztec when the archive for Iraq. After the I suppose in my in my second yes, many in and you never know when in somebody to from my from President at the operation and Tim when later they offered me a full-time job. My years in service and higher education and disability based on in the patient and compensatory study in to furthermore I always follow with memo just to everyone on the show. And everyone as a man and I am there coming in him alone with me and my needs. I have a fitness spirit and my self and receive that first in a minute. I even until this glad to hear my dad reminded me to live my parents and mom, my brothers, by generation. I'm not know that I did someone working in Manhattan, and as a grandmother, as always, every day when I found the work of a corporate American soldier, and I'm remembering everything American name growing painful. But I realized I had no money from money, and I knew I needed environment. I knew I needed my values American accessible in the way I did. I'm handling my operation, and after that, my passion and my values when I have my factor.